we're looking at life cycles. What we're going to do today is the life cycle of a coconut. To do it, I'm going to use a pencil and a razor. I think I'm going to go over with a marker. For colours, I've got basically a range of greens, yellows and browns. So the tree we're looking at is a coconut tree. Okay, let's do it together, step by step. So I'm going to do some lighter leaves in front and some darker leaves behind. So I'll start about here on my paper. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my first leaf. I'm going to do them in a cross shape. So coming the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one out this way. 2, 3, 4. Go back a bit. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to come out this way now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back a bit. 1, 2. Okay. There's our first 4 leaves. Now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 in between. So let's go this way. 2, 3, 4, 5. A point. And let's come all the way back in. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Way back. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this one. All the way out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Zigzags going back. Last leaf. Okay. Let's make it coming out a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I'm going to do some coconuts. So one ball here and one ball here. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to fit. Coming down, I'm going to do my stem. 1, 2. I'm going to do some zigzags up it. Okay, and now it ends. What I'm going to do behind it is a horizon line. So now we have a coconut growing on the beach. Now what happens is the coconuts drop. So I'm going to do a ball that's dropped with a little bit of a stem, and I'm also going to put a little shadow on one side and a bit of a shadow on the trunk. And what happens is the water carries these coconuts away. And we're going to draw another one, also with a shadow. But this time, this one has grown leaves. So first it'll grow leaves, and then it will grow roots, and then they actually grow into coconuts. Now, what I'm going to do now is get my marker, and I'm going to go over my most important lines. Doesn't have to be everyone. It's raining quite a bit at the moment, so hopefully it won't start really hard, so then you'll have trouble hearing me. Okay, now obviously if I go too fast, just pause your video and catch up. Not too fussy about going over my original lines because I have an eraser. Okay. So obviously I get lots of practice, which is why I'm very, very fast. It's one of the good things about being an art teacher. Okay, here's another coconut and another coconut. I'm going to put a little shadow So my light's coming from this way, so all my shadows are on this side. I might even put a shadow on the trunk. Let's put that horizon line in. Okay, here's the first coconut. This one hasn't sprouted yet, it's just a coconut lying on the beach. Here's my second coconut, also with a bit of a shadow. This one has 2 leaves. I've got a coconut in my garden with 7 leaves on it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is find 2 different greens. I'm going to put the lighter green in those first 4 leaves we drew, which means they're closer to the light. If you don't have colour pencils, you can use marker. You could use watercolour paint if you have any. Okay, now my darker green, it's going to do the leaves we drew second. So these are the ones that are further away from the sun and getting a little bit less light. If you want to be tricky, you can do like a half-half on the same leaf. Here's an example. This side is the dark side. This side is the light side. Okay, now we know that coconuts are not actually brown, actually a greeny yellow colour. So I'm going to do green and yellow. Do yellow underneath and then green. And this one has the leaves. I'm now ready for brown. So ideally what I want is 2 browns, a lighter brown for the side of the trunk facing the light, a darker brown for the side facing away. Now before I paint the sand yellow, what I'm going to do is write in my neatest writing, coconut life cycle by, and put your name. I can't wait to see yours. You can post them so I can see them. Okay, now for the sand, I'm doing all my lines in the same direction. You could paint over it if you wanted to. Oh, you know, the last thing, I might as well do a little bit of sky. Same thing, all my lines in the same direction, fading them up. I think that looks pretty good. There we have it, Coconut Life Cycle by Nikolai.